Okay, today is Saturday, October the 17th, and we are beginning the first recording from the kitchen studio. So what's new? We filed with Sheriff Lee Baca last week an appeal asking him to just rely on his own authority, look at the papers, and if he's convinced that the papers are not in good shape, let Richard Fine go, because that's his responsibility. He cannot keep him if the papers are not in good shape. And the way it looks, the papers are not in good shape. So let's try to explain here. And this is like really complicated. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah. And meanwhile, my microphone fell on the floor. I don't know if the reflections will just let anything show. But what we're trying to show is that on the front of the judgment record of Richard Fine that was created by Judge Yaffe, on the front page it said that it was filed on March 4th, here. But on the last page of the same record, on the last page of the same record, it shows the hand signature of David Yaffe, the judge, and the date of March 24th. And what we say is that is called false on its face. Why false on its face? Because you don't have to be a lawyer or a legal scholar or anything to know that this doesn't fly. Because it's just like if you go to the supermarket and you try to pay with a check on March 4th and you write on it March 24th, they probably will tell you get out of here. Or if you give them the check unsigned and undated and you tell them I'll come back on the 24th and I'll sign it at that time, I don't think it'll fly. Same thing with the judgments. This is something a little bit unusual, and the question is, if it were to be reviewed, is there any way that this could come to be and involve conduct that is honest on the side of Judge Yaffe? I tried to think about all the possible permutations, but I cannot figure out how it could come to be based on honest conduct. Anyway, that's one thing. The other thing is really to figure out what exactly were the papers that were available at 11:05 a.m. on March 4th during the arrest, and what paper were available at 12:23 p.m. on the same day when it's recorded that Richard Fine was booked. And my reading of the chronology is that there were no papers at all. So we should go maybe on Monday and try to look at the sheriff's office at the papers and inspect them according to those rights that are called common law rights, to inspect them to copy and see what's going on there. And I hope that by that time Sheriff Baca will decide on his own that it's about time for Richard Fine to go home. So that's where we are today, and we'll send probably a petition so that we can count the number of people who are supporting the idea of letting Richard Fine go home. And thank you for everybody. This is the end of the first recording from the kitchen studio. Bye.